Cromartyshire is a historic county in the Highlands of Scotland, comprising the medieval Old Shire around the county town of Cromarty and 22 exclaves transferred from Ross-shire in the late 17th century. The largest part, 6 times the size of the Old Shire, is Coigach, northwest from Ullapool. In 1890, Cromartyshire was merged with Ross-shire into the administrative county of Ross and Cromarty. In 1975, the resulting county was combined with Caithness, Inverness-shire, and Nairnshire, Sutherland, and parts of Argyllshire and Morayshire to form the Highland Council area. History. The medieval sheriffdom of Cromarty encompassed a single tract on the north of the Black Isle Peninsula. The sheriffdom was hereditary in Clan Urquhart. It comprised the parish of Cromarty, most of the adjacent parish of Kirkmichael, excluding a portion at Balblair where a ferry crossed the Cromarty Firth to Invergordon, and a single farm in Caithness parish. Ownership of the moor of Mulbury was uncertain between Cromartyshire and Ross-shire. Cromartyshire originally bordered Inverness-shire, but in 1504 Ross-shire was formed out of the nearest parts of Inverness-shire, and its boundaries were fixed in 1661. In 1662, Kirkmichael and Caithness parishes merged to form the parish of Resolus. The feudal barony of Cromarty, whose appurtenant land was coterminous with the county, was purchased from the Urquharts in 1682 by the Mackenzies of Tarbet. They owned scattered lands in Ross-shire, including the barony of Tarbet on the Moray Firth north of the Black Isle. In 1685 Sir George Mackenzie, recently made Viscount of Tarbet and later elevated to Earl of Cromarty, secured 2 Acts of the Parliament of Scotland transferring his lands in east to Ross from Ross-shire to Cromartyshire. These were enumerated as the Barony of Tarbet and all therein incorporated, also Little Farness and others his lands within the Barony of Delny, together with the lands of Wester St. Martins, Easter Balblair and the ferry belonging to George Dallas of St. Martins, and his lands of Pitternichy, by Neckfield, Ork, Castleton, Ork de Clow, Haldocks, Killen, Raddery, Barmeechy, Little Suddy and his lands about Shanamry and Rosemarkie, although this were repealed in 1686 on the grounds that some lands not belonging to Viscount Tarbet had been included. It was re-enacted in 1690 to include only the said Barony of Tarbet and all other lands in Ross-shire belonging in property to the said Viscount. The transfers increased the area and rateable value of Cromartyshire by respective factors of 15 and 3. Cromartyshire was the smallest constituency in the Parliament of Scotland, with only 5 freeholders electing its 2 commissioners in 1703. After the Act of Union 1707, Cromartyshire sent 1 MP to Westminster alternately with Nairnshire, a nearby small shire. Only 6 of 19 votes on the register at the last election, in 1831, were found to be genuine freeholders. The exclaves were for many purposes administered as part of Ross-shire rather than Cromartyshire. After the Sheriffs Act 1747, Ross and Cromarty had a common sheriff. In 1810, the militia was for Ross-shire in some exclaves and Cromartyshire in others. The Scottish Reform Act 1832 merged Cromartyshire's constituency with Ross-shire's to form Ross and Cromarty, returning 1 MP to each parliament. Police and ratings administration were merged similarly in the Victorian period. The Local Government Act 1889 provided that the counties of Ross and Cromarty shall cease to be separate counties, and shall be united for all purposes whatsoever, under the name of the county of Ross and Cromarty. Geography. Sources tend to number the tracts added to Cromartyshire at between 8 and 11, however some comprise multiple parcels. In 1807, Alexander Nimmo listed the additions in 8 groups with 2 to 6 parcels in each. Ordnance Survey list. The 1881 index to the Ordnance Survey's first edition lists 22 detached parts, and the original Old Shire, all of whose areas are given on the 6-inch map. The total measured area of Cromartyshire was 217,321.186 acres, or 339.56 square miles. Other sources. Some places not included within Cromartyshire in the Ordnance Survey map are stated by earlier sources to have been within it. The 1859 edition of the Encyclopaedia Britannica asserts that Royston Park outside Edinburgh, the city residence of the Viscount Tarbet, was also considered part of Cromartyshire. Nimmo's 1807 list includes the mortified lands of the town of Fortrose, 2 patches totaling less than 50 acres in Rosemarkie parish, which were bequeathed to the borough of Cromarty. A 1794 account of Rosemarkie parish states that there are 2 mortifications but for the poor of Shanamry, not Cromarty. Hussey Mills, salmon fishing rights on the River Conan.